Hello friends, my name is Rajeev Sreedharan. Welcome to CNC Learning. In this video, you learn about CNC programming. On the screen what you are seeing is a game. Join the dots. Just guess what is the figure. Now you can see the dots are being joined and you will be able to see what is that figure. You can see a beautiful picture. Now almost the same way the CNC program is made. You can see each point is defined in terms of horizontal distance and vertical distance, and the method for joining one point to another. So here you can see these are all linear movements, and here you can see some circular movements. Now let us see how is the axis named. This is the operator side where the operator is standing. This is the axis which is parallel to the spindle axis. That is called Z axis, and the longitudinal axis is called X axis, and the third axis is called Y axis. A programmer will consider the relative movement of the tool, irrespective of whether the tool moves or table moves. Some machine you can see the table move, some machine you can see the tool itself moves. So whatever way the movement is, a programmer always has to consider the relative movement of the tool, where the tool is moving. So if the tool is moving towards right, then it is X plus. If it is moving towards left side, it is X minus, like that. You can see a small machine with the axis denoted, and this is the right hand thumb rule, right hand rule. You keep your three fingers, thumb, forefinger and middle finger, in perpendicular directions, and if your middle finger point towards Z axis plus direction, then thumb will point to X plus and forefinger will point to Y plus. Now this is a screen where you can see the X axis and Y axis and some points defined. So you can see here this quadrant, X axis is positive and Y axis is positive. So anything, this is a 0, and anything from this side to right side is X plus, left side is X minus, top is Y plus and bottom is Y minus. So this point you can see X axis distance is 100 and Y axis distance is 50. So this point P1 would be X 100, Y 50. And if you look at the second point P2, X axis is minus 50 and Y axis is plus 100. This quadrant, all the axes you will see that X is minus and Y is positive. So this P2 is X minus 50, Y 100. Now if you look at this third quadrant, X will be minus and Y also will be minus. This P3, if you see, X is minus 105 and Y is 115 minus. Now you look at fourth quadrant. X axis will be positive and Y axis will be negative. So this point P4 will be X 70 and Y minus 75. Now for learning CNC programming, you need to learn G codes and M codes. What is G code? G codes are preparatory functions. So all the preparatory functions such as what is the unit and what kind of measuring system you are using and what is the method for the movement. All these things are defined with G codes. And what are M codes? M codes are miscellaneous functions. All machine functions are defined by M codes like coolant on off, spindle rotation clockwise, spindle rotation anti-clockwise. All these things are defined in M codes. Now in this training video, we'll be talking about CNC milling and the reference used is FANUC. G code and M code list you can find in www.cnc-learning.com. Now we'll see the motion commands. G0, the first code called rapid traverse. So if we see any tool movement which is happening in the air just to position is done by G0. So here it is shown with the help of a super bike. Next we will see G01. G01 is linear interpolation and it is shown by a cycle. So this is how it is. The normal speed of cutting and this is the rapid positioning. Next code is circular interpolation command G02, that is clockwise direction. Next is G03, that is circular interpolation counterclockwise. Positioning or rapid traverse by G00. You can see the rapid movement of the tool. So that is only for positioning. Now we'll see the cutting movement. Linear interpolation G01. First the tool is positioned in rapid and then it moves with feed rate to make the cut. Horizontal movement. Here you can see 3 points are defined by coordinates. This coordinate is x0, y0. This is x80, y0. This is x0, y100. So this line, if you see, this is movement is only in horizontal. So y is not changing, only x is changing. And this line, if you see, x is not changing, y is only changing. So for horizontal movement, so only x coordinate will change. So the tool will move from x0, y0 to x80, y0. So the program command would be G01 X80 F500. F is nothing but feed rate. So with this 500 mm per minute feed rate, this axis will move. Now vertical movement. G01 Y100 F500. So you can see now the vertical movement, x axis there is no movement. there is only y axis moment. Now, how to program an angular moment? So anything we define the start point and end point. So now the cutter is already there in x0, y100. Now next command, if you define as x80, y0, then it will automatically move to that in an angular fashion. G01 X80 Y0 F500. Now the same, we have seen one horizontal movement, one vertical movement, and one angular movement. So we'll see how it happens. So first it is Y100, then X80 Y0, then X0. Circular interpolation using radius. So the first coordinate is X100 Y0. So now you can see the cutter is positioned. Now the next command. Now the movement is circular and clockwise. So you can see the needle of the clock, how it moves. It moves like this, clockwise. That is called clockwise movement. So this movement now has to be in clockwise. So we'll see G02 X50 Y0, that is the endpoint command, and radius is 25. Clockwise movement. And next is counterclockwise. So to this point, from here to here, x0, y0 is the endpoint, and radius is 25. G code has to be G03 because it is counterclockwise. So G03, x0, y0 are 25. Counterclockwise moment.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have liked it, please press like and subscribe the channel for getting notification on new videos. I will bring more videos like this. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.